Why can I? Oh, that's not mute. Alright, at least I know how to mute myself now. Good. Good to know. Very important thing to know. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'm going live or some shit. How about it? My live on Blue Sky? That work. Sure. Yeah, people can see that I'm streaming, I guess. Cool. Alright. Alright. God, I can't fucking type. Sure. That works. Alright. Alright. I don't like follow the leader. Don't want to give up control. Don't want to take it either. I like my grassy knoll. While I sit on this hill, gazing up to space, staring at the star, I wonder what's their taste. Not every star will shine the same way. Not every star has got the same pay. Some are so bright, others hide in their light, but others get smothered in the way to fight back. I did have like something else that I wrote, but I feel like I have more I can add to it. And like, um, I'd rather wait. Also, no one's gonna fucking hear this anyway, so like, alright, let's close that. And let's get this like actual goddamn game started. Because I don't play games. How is it capturing it when it's supposedly like capturing BPM? But it looks like it's there. Yep, yep. Coolio. I have avoided all spoilers for this game. And I'm just because I was like, I know I want to play this damn thing. So I'm happy that I was able to avoid all that. This is really quiet. Might turn it up on my end. Graphics. Hmm. Oh no. Alright. let's get started. Got my notebook open, got a light. I'm chilling. Actually, wait. Alright, now I'm chilling. Alright, Tonderos. Tonderos, Tonderos, Tonda. Looking forward to it.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of
Okay.
the room has been kept a secret from all
Find
staff
46th
and
room.
servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
Okay.
Herbert S. Sinclair.
That's a pretty sick intro. Honestly, it's been a while since I played a game like this. I'm happy. I'm like really chill right now. Okay. The fuck? Okay. How the hell did my controls get that messed up? What the? What? Okay. I'm confused. Like, okay, now it's normal. But why does Q still make me go, what? Like, what do you mean? Is there no WASD? Um, Let me just make sure that's like actually cute. Yeah. Whoa. I have no idea what that is. Alright, it looks like I'm reading things. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, and you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impotent or someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you will find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Alright. Found the Mount Holly blueprint. Useful map and inventory log during your adventure. Access it with tab. I'll do that because I'll write that down because I'm horrible at remembering what my controls are. Alrighty. Entrance hall. Antechamber. Room before. All signs and path points towards the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the ninth rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Alright, so this is a place I'll need to go, I guess. Room 46 is my goal. Room 46, the mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will named only... mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number. Despite the house's official blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room in the house in fact exists. Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest. Alright. Past the steps and beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the Entrance Hall. From here, each guest's adventure begins. However, the 3 doors that proceed onward do not always lead to the same adjoining rooms. Alright, looks like they have types and rarities as well. Alright. Oh, antechamber is on my map. Okay. And right click seems to be my exit. These controls are weird. I'm still wondering why Q brings me left, but okay. Okay. Let's make it a hallway. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Oh, west to the left, okay. Hallway rank 1. Rank? Okay. I think do I want to look at like what? Okay. Hallway. One of the many nondescript hallways snaking through the estate, providing elegant causeways between the more noteworthy destinations that the house has to offer. Okay, cool. Oh, I guess I'll write down what the card said. I don't know if it's to this run or all runs, so. Let me pull something up, make things, yep, that's going smoothly. There. Alright, cool. I'm happy. So, doors in West Wing more likely to be locked. Alright. Oh. It's important to know the colors of things? Okay. Why does it matter if it's red or not? Sure. Hey, that like reminds me of the painting with the ace on it. Okay. Okay, a diamond is teal. Is this one of those write down literally everything games? Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. Maybe I should just play the damn game. What does that say? Or are those just ridges? I think those are just ridges. Let me just pick up. Okay. Let me disable the preview. That here and you here. Actually, I could just put that down, but I also want the audio meter. But whatever, whatever. Really, yeah. Let's just have this up. Then go back here. Okay, I'm not gonna write down the color of everything. Oh my god. No. I kinda sorta refuse. Alright, so if it has a puzzle, it shows a puzzle piece. Good to know. What's his name? What was entrance hall? No. H.S. Sinclair. It was Herbert S. Sinclair, right? Okay. Oh, I didn't read the whatchamacall, the pantry or whatever. That's not one. The storeroom. A dedicated storage space filled from end to end, with a surplus of chairs, carpets, paintings, and a handful of other things that had at one time been in vogue on display elsewhere in the house. And then parlor. This cozy lounge, furnished with couches and armchairs, serves as a perfect social setting for receptions and after parties. Consequently, this was one of the most popular rooms for entertaining the late H.S. Sinclair. Well, the late H. God, I swear. The punctuation is not the most clear. Like, it could be like the late H.S. Sinclair was known, or like the late H.S. Sinclair was known. Like, it's such a long sentence if that's not just H.S. as the not acronym, the initials, and then just calling them Sinclair. Sinclair was known to supply a myriad of parlor games to encourage his guests to think and conversate. Alright. Okay. So I know there's a puzzle. Oh, are these the puzzle? Okay. The gems are on the floor. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the desk. Oh, there's a desk. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society. We were beginning to worry that my wife's way had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is to rival hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with the guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Okay. Always one truth, or always one false, and then the other can. Okay. One, the key component of the parlor game. I click R. Is it tab? I have the wind up key. Okay. So one tells the truth, one lies, the other sometimes. Gems are on the floor, they're not on the floor. The gems are on the desk, it's not in the desk. So the gems are in this box. Okay. Okay, so there's one that always tells the truth, the one that always lies. and one has a prize within. So, like, if there's no diamonds on the floor, that's a truth teller. And there's no diamonds on the desk, that's a truth teller. So that means the one that says, I have the diamonds, that's a false guy. Because we know it's in the one of the boxes, right? Yeah. Well, it's assuming that it's in the box. So, how do I know which ones of these it is? Hmm. Okay. So we know the diamonds are in the box. Where's my pen? Okay. Oh, it's in the box that's where it says that it is in. Because this says it is on the floor. This says they're on the desk, but no, they aren't. Yo. Clean. I'm a genius. I know, I know. Oh, that was a parlor rank too. Give me another key. Oh, God. Why is there a rook there? There was a room with a pawn earlier. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes, observations, a pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Already got you one. Kind of surprised that there's just no music. Do a corridor, I guess. Alright, I can see outside. Got peas, got a mountain. Got a hat. Don't see much outside. Oh, it's a corridor rank 3. Yeah, I have a gem. So, yeah. And I have one. One star. And there's a rook. There are a lot of chess pieces around. An ampersand. can't even let me jump off the stairs. Damn. Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Then Aries, Bird and Sons Publishing, 1809. Preface. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star 1 gold, Twins 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall, slice 3 steps. Diamond Miner 1 gem, Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis the key, 1 key, Diamond Major 5, Draxus the Dead end rooms are more common. Okay. Everything is 50% off. Green rooms more like the green rooms. Special flowers. Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay. What does it do? Alright, gain the gold. That was a lot for 1 gold. I'll go with the nursery, I guess. I guess I'll have to like look out for the meaning of colors. Three, a match, pawn. The Red Prince. There was a red prince who sat on the red throne. He had red crowns made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. Could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. You know which book the prince always had, the one that made him happy whenever he was sad? The story he had read in the bath in the bed. Maybe you can guess what the clothes that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, the book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay. So gems don't have to look like diamonds, good to know. Alright. Hmm. Okay, cool. Oh. Do my steps go down between rooms regardless? Okay. Good to know, good to know. Alright. Oh shoot, I kinda wanna go back. Okay. Apparently there can be special flowers, but no idea what those are. Apparently colors are important, that you just have an entire button to tell you what color things are. Oh. This is the explanation for the feats. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 foot. When you no longer have any feet left, you'll be too tired to continue searching the manor, and must call it a day. Alright, cool. Sick. Alright. I do think it would be interesting to move forward. Clock. Can't interact with it, but okay. Sure, why not? Oh shoot, I have rooms to talk about. The Nook. A snug corner reading room which serves as a quiet, private place for guests to spend a few hours of their afternoon away from the hustle and bustle of the staff. Observatory. Housing an impressively large telescope, Mount Hawley's observatory is a window to the world above and beyond the clouds in the sky. Through its mirrored lens, even the novice stargazer will be able to distinctly appreciate the wondrous signs and constellations that punctuate the tapestry of the night. Alright, bedrooms. Nursery. One of the few rooms you vividly remember from your visits here in your youth. Though even at the time, you remember feeling a little old for the activities provided here. The twin cribs found in this room might suggest that at one point in time, there have been some hopeful expectations of a sudden growth of the family tree. Corridor. A long hall with 2 doors at either end that had been one of your uncle's most frequently traveled rooms. Consequently, he had left strict instructions with the household staff that the door to this corridor should never, under any circumstances, be locked. Courtyard. A charming spot granting guests a bit of fresh air and open skies with the privacy of the manor walls. Okay. Bricks. Trees, got a blocked out door. The room is green, I guess. Okay. So I can only go up. Oh, there are things that. Oh, once you have drawn floor plans, you have to. You must. Okay. Give me the lab. Alright. That middle row's gone. So I should probably look up. HSS. Got a fishing pole, got a road. A room one might go to great lengths to avoid showing guests despite them always probing for its location. Alright, that was pointless. Let me go this way. And if I go to the guest bedroom, it'd just be an end, right? Let's do spare room, just because. Alright. An unfurnished, unfinished, and otherwise unremarkable empty room. If there had at some point been plans for this spare room, it would seem those designs are now long forgotten. It's got a fan though. Bedroom, whenever you enter, you get 2. They got 5 thanks to the nursery. Okay. There's a picture of a lady. Got a bed. Greetings from Reddington. Lady with moon necklace. Pick. Oh, it's a bedroom rank 1, okay. A down arrow. Oh, hand. Yeah, sure. Got another key, got a gem, and some gold. Depth worth. West Wing Hall. I also heard that things would be more likely to be locked if they're on the west, I think. This room is pretty green, huh? And it's boarded up. That's odd. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. So the staff draft floor plans too? Okay, interesting. I have a couple candle stands, one up, one knocked. Oh, what's this way? Why would I want food? I'll go pantry. Oh, who gets you steps? Okay. Have a scale. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread will be the ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amounts should cover expensive, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay, the way that they put it, 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. And what is this? Pantry. Five oranges. Ideal spread. As in how many fruit per run? Alright. Got flour, got sugar. I can't go up. Always look up, right? Oh, the diamond Minoris. Um. Oh shoot, that took my gems. Alright. I got a few more thingies. Alright, did you in storeroom? Did you pantry? A well-stocked pantry is always the true test of a large estate, and keeping Mount Holly's wide gamut of ingredients and supply stocked has always been one of the primary priorities of the house staff. West Wing. The West Wing of the estate has been closed since the death of Lady Epson. It is unsurprising, therefore, that this hallway in its neglected state features boarded windows and dust-smothered furniture. Situate. A long, cramped series of unfinished passages used primarily by the servant staff to traverse the estate quickly. How do green rooms and red rooms have specific tags? Okay. Okay, I'll go this way. Alright. The fuck? And is this one of those red rooms? Oh, lavatory. A room one might go to great lengths to. Oh, I already looked at that. A room dedicated to photo processing, development, and printmaking. This room is outfitted with safe lights which provide red illumination to which the photographic material is insensitive. However, due to a faulty installation, the safe lights often overload their circuit capacity and blow a fuse. Okay, so it's dark as hell. And that's why I can't draft while seeing her. Oh, it's kind of. Why did I assume that she couldn't see through? Ah, it's the chapel. Well, this one has a bishop. That's appropriate. Poor book. Got. What is that? Chef? Is that a farmer? And that looks like. What? A horse jockey? And a chimney sweep? More farming. More cleaning. Okay, interesting. Sure, I'll go to the den. Oh, actually, I probably should have ended it by now. Oh, it's the 10 again. The clock. A pawn. I'll be recording what rooms certain pieces are in. Here's my gem. More knocked candles. They weren't kidding, huh? Chewed through all my keys. So this I'll be able to turn on the so okay. I'm in the utility closet. Okay, danger. Toggling a breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. So it has a key card entry system. VAC. Here's and then breakers. Gymnasium. Dark room. garage. And cabinet, but it's crossed out. Okay. Oh, the dark room on. What else? Plane, we got a Earth. Okay. Okay. Let's make it a closet. Metal detector, okay. And a gem. Tie. Okay. Den, the more traditional family room. Warm and inviting. So comfortable one might assume that the countless clocks surrounding the sofas are placed in a futile attempt to avoid inevitably wasting the entire day here. Alright. Closet. A very modest recessed space used for storage. This particular closet is favored by the junior members of the staff, who utilize it to stash away assorted articles and knickknacks. Its proper place in the estate is yet unknown to them. These utility closet. One benefit of the restoration of old buildings is that it allows the owners to update and add modern amenities. The utility closet and the circuit breaker box within were set up when gas-powered lighting was retired, replaced by more fashionable home electric systems. Alright. Chapel. Private sacristy, as ornate as the most lavish rooms of the estate, is watched over by 8 Adrian angels depicted in stained glass. This room was more a tribute to your uncle's vanity than it was to his faith. Okay. Well, the time passes, huh? I'll see where the other side takes me. Did I not reset the breaker? Broken lever. Okay. I'll need to go back. I swear. Bruh, I did it the exact opposite. Okay, she got a mole. Got some trees. Print notes. H. Hess has requested another print of her ladyship. I assume one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as in a large print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Okay. More the lady, the old computer, some maids. Maids again, but okay. Oh my gosh, these goddamn sounds of this goddamn game. It's camera. We got some HS. Well, not the HS I'm familiar with, unfortunately. He has a note. Camera. Okay. Like I said, I'm coming from the other side. I'll go with you. Oh, it's a bedroom. Cool. Mirror that's not a mirror. Boudoir. A private salon with a plethora of fainting couches and chaste lounges that serve both as a dressing room for her ladyship in the mornings and a cozy sitting room for her evenings. Okay, yeah, I've gotten every room as far as like reading it. Okay. That's a safe with like a keypad, okay. Got some shoes. Apparently the colors of those don't matter. Kind of forgot to start to check things with the spacebar. Alright, so I can actually potentially do a dead end here. I'll just go with the guest bedroom. Well, why did I do that? Okay, I'm gonna find that thing first. So, well, that's what. Okay, sure. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time in the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Alright. It's a queen, got a car. Alright, I've got one more way this can go forward. Get to see all items. Oh, okay. Security room cutscene. I honestly didn't expect any more cutscenes. Why would I need this? Okay. Staff notice effective the first week of December. Payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out on one of our electronic computer terminals on the estate. Two of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password is crossed out. Alright. Clock in/out. Terminal staff. Security. And lab. Laboratory. And terminal password. Okay. Keycard access. Security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay. And until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. That sounds like the opposite of what it would be, but okay. Alright. Note read. Unlocked. And no lever need. Okay. And then note blue. Alright. Key card. Access. More likely. Higher rank. And more locked doors. North. Alright, cool. Blue memos equals true. Oh, red memos equal lie. Like, I kind of figured it, because why would it become less locked the further you go, but good to know as well. Oh. Currently in the house, okay. One trunk, one sledge. Okay. I don't have the passcode or anything, because they crossed it out for some reason. Alright, and this might be my last room. Yep. Food for sale. But there's nowhere else. Oh, well, there are sledgehammers. There's a sledgehammer somewhere. I'll go into the garage. That's it? Okay. Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship, your absences must be accounted for. Alright, SW and SNG. Car license plate. I think that's about it. My coin. There's a trunk and a sledgehammer somewhere. Okay. Flan pudding. Alright, sledgehammer. Shatter padlocks, unlocked trunks. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess. Alright. I don't see any trunks, so I think I'm gonna call it a day, because I don't think there's anywhere else I go or want to go. Alright. Wait, not yet. I still have rooms to read. I didn't read them all. I did those. Garage. Entering and exiting out through the west-facing private drive, garage serves as a more practical and informal entrance point to the estate. Oh, it's unusual. It's a dead end. Is it? Yeah, why is garage as, whoa, dead end in quotes? It's unusual. And I did you security. A control room with the state-of-the-art surveillance equipment, inventory system, and access control via an electronic computer terminal. This room is where the estate's patrol guards kick up their feet and thank their stars they are living in a modern era. A small bedroom maintained and kept available for accommodating weekend guests and impromptu visitors who find themselves compelled to stay the night. Alright, yeah, I do feel compelled to end the day. And I think that'll be it for now. Aim for a good hour 20. 4:18 a.m. What does it mean for ranks to be reached? I don't know. It recognizes that's quite some time to explore. Not a fast game. So yeah, that was my first day of Blueprints. I really enjoyed it. Pretty chill. I'll probably come back to it. Hopefully earlier than 2 o'clock, where I'm not just rotting on my phone for 2 hours after I wanted to start streaming. Alright, so thanks for coming out. If you aren't following, follow. Well, I enjoyed the stream. Thanks for coming out. If you aren't following, follow. And hope you have a. I hope you visit the Triple Empire again. Peace.